Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tanner Davis and welcome back to another WWE Premium Live Event Predictions video. Today, we will be predicting the 2025 WWE Crown Jewel Perth Premium Live Event Match Card. As always, I'm here with the co-host. Please welcome one half of Double D's, my twin brother, Cena.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
So we're here with another Premium Live Event Predictions video. We're going to get right into the matches. We don't want to waste any time. And so our first match on the card is actually a match that we saw 2 PLEs ago. In Paris, Clash in Paris. They're having a rematch, but this time, it's not a normal one-on-one. It's an Australian street fight. The Auszilla, the tribal thief, the owner of the Shula Fala, Big Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. So we got the GOAT, and we got the guy who probably considers him the GOAT because he carried the company during COVID for 4 years or whatever. I don't know, this random dude. But, move out the way. I met him, but you can come back. And so, see Dave, with a big win last PLE, WrestlePalooza Indianapolis, you will get the first pick. And even though Bronson Reed did not win at Clash in Paris, who do you think wins this time for Reigns v. Bronson? I want to put out there that I was extremely disappointed not seeing Braun Breaker, but it makes sense. They're in Australia. They have to have the Auszilla right there with Roman Reigns. I'd love to see a Braun Breaker match, and we might get that eventually. But I can't see I can't see this face beating Roman Reigns. I just can't. Even though you met him. I don't really have much explanation for this. They're going to try to set up for Survivor Series and whether or not Roman is the leader of his team against Seth, which is Seth's probably going to be one team. I have to pick Roman because I think he's going to be the leader of his team for Survivor Series. It only makes sense to give him the win if we're building up for that. So the winner for this match is the Tribal Chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why you're wrong. First, you don't watch the show. Second, it's the OTC 1, not just OTC. OTC 1. The original Tribal Chief, the only one. Except he's not even the best one. Because he ain't the GOAT. Bronson Reed is the GOAT, the Tribal Thief. It's Australian street fight, a match that Bronson Reed made famous on the Independence, according to Paul Heyman, apparently. Regardless, I knew that. He's the GOAT. I know everything about the GOAT. But Bronson Reed is taking the dub in his hometown, and who knows? It's an Australian street fight. We may even get a Braun Breaker interference, and maybe the Usos help out. But to be honest with you, Jay has been getting a little Tribal chiefy lately. So we're going to see how that transpires. He's more like Roman and less like Jimmy. And you know, we all love Big Jim. But the winner of the match is none other than the GOAT, the Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed. So see, Dave, I know you're underwhelmed about this last match, but hopefully this second match gets you into the spirit of Crown Jewel. It may be the greatest match on the card because it's women's tag team action. It's Mammy, Rhea, Ripley, and Io Sky taking on the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi, Sane. Now, we see that Asuka and Kairi, Sane kind of getting a little heel turnish. But Kairi's like half and half because she loves Io and she still wants the family at Damage Control. But Damage Control is not really a thing anymore. Dakota Kai got released, but it is Australia. I believe she's either from Australia or from New Zealand. I'm more inclined to say she's from New Zealand. Fact check me on that. But there's a lot of people speculating that she may come back during this. But Rhea's involved. So I think that's just a rumor. I'm going to put that to rest right here. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus Asuka, Kairi Sane. I know exactly who the winner is, because WWE has a formula for everything. And during the past few weeks on Raw, it's been Asuka and Kairi Sane beating up Io and Rhea every single week. Week after week, spitting the miss, big ol' elbow off the top rope, and just taking them down. But what WWE likes to do is they like to flip. They like to make the victim over the past few weeks become the winner. It's Australia. It's Rhea Bloody Ripley. It's home turf. Your winners are Rhea Ripley, Mammy, and Io Sky. It would be satisfying if Io Sky could win this match, because she's been hurt by her own teammates, really Asuka. She's been betrayed. And I'm not just going to use your formula for Bronson Reed winning just because they're from Australia. Because Io needs to win this match, and it would be a better ending and for the story if she beat Asuka and Kairi Sane. That's what I got to go with. Now, there is a chance that if Tanner's rumor is correct, Rhea and Io do lose this match. But then that would have to have another match, because they're not just going to end it on that. But regardless, Tanner put the rumor to rest, and so will I. The winner of this tag team match is Rhea, Mammy, Ripley, and Io Sky. Rhea and Io. Rio. Now we're getting into the most important matches of the PLE. This is the reason why Crown Jewel is Crown Jewel now, which my thought process was, oh, they announced this in Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is going to have Crown Jewel every year because they have the Crown Jewel Championship. I don't know how that happened. They're having it in Perth. I guess it's now going to be just an international show every year because Saudi Arabia now is hosting WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble, and the contract is 2 events a year, I believe so. But regardless, for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, it's your WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, versus your WWE Women's World Champion, Stephanie Vaquer. I'm just going to have to double down on the Gooner pick because Stephanie Vaquer, she just got onto the main roster, and you're already giving this girl a championship? Triple H must be... No, not Triple H. He's happily married. Shawn Michaels must be doing something. Pretty sure Shawn Michaels married too.
I don't care if he is or not. He's a heartbreak kid. So, I'm just going to have to double down on the Gooner pick. I don't know what's going to happen. These matches are so difficult to predict because there's not really much of a story leading up to it besides the men's one, if you want to go with that one. But for me, there's just one clear answer here. I'm just going to double down and go with it. The winner of the Women's Crown Jewel match is Stephanie Vaquer. My thought process is we are going to reward the hardest working woman in the locker room. You know, last year they gave it to Liv Morgan. She worked her tail off to be Female Superstar of the Year. Unfortunately, came down with the shoulder injury versus Kairi Sane however long ago on an episode of Raw in like the first 2 minutes, not even. What woman has worked the hardest this year in my eyes? And the woman who is holding a championship, a woman who defeated arguably the greatest women's wrestler of all time. That woman being Tiffany Stratton. She beat Charlotte at WrestleMania. Obviously, Charlotte had the injury, the knee injury. If you don't think she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time, she still has the record for the most women's world title reigns. Tiffany Stratton was rewarded that big win over Charlotte Flair. That's just reason to believe she's going to win this one. Stephanie Vaquer, as C-Dave mentioned, just walked in. How is she going to walk in and get the biggest prize? Because that's what happens. When you win that, you are cemented, at least at this moment in time, as the top woman and the top man. How is Stephanie Vaquer the top woman just now walking into the main roster?
I asked myself that last Premium Live event.
Yeah, I know. And even though I went with Stephanie Vaquer winning, and you know, she did, it's just not enough for me to go against Tiffany Stratton. And for that reason, when it comes down to it for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship in Perth, Australia, everyone knows what time it's going to be. It's going to be Tiffy time, with your winner being Tiffany Stratton. Look, this may not be the best match on the card,
But for me, it's going to be my favorite. This is a rivalry for me that just carried the company during the time. John Cena and AJ Styles. The thing is, people want to complain about the build-up. As AJ said on Raw, this match does not need a story. The story writes itself. And on the John Cena retirement tour, you gotta have AJ Styles. You just have to. AJ is the man that John Cena beat to get the record-tying 16th World Championship. AJ Styles is just that important. That was John Cena's last full-time run. But to continue with the farewell tour, I did predict the John Cena farewell tour predictions video, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you can put it on the card. We're going to roll the clip now, and you can see what I said. The rivalry between John Cena and AJ Styles reignites at Crown Jewel 2025. Styles, determined to prove he's still at the top, challenges Cena to relive their legendary feud. But this time, both men are fighting to cement their legacies in WWE history. You've had your moments, Cena, but I'm here to make you part of the past. AJ, when you step into the ring with me, you're facing the best of not only the past, but the present. Cena and Styles lock up in a fast-paced, hard-hitting contest. Styles uses his agility to counter Cena's power, while Cena brings his trademark resilience. Both men trade momentum in a clash of styles and eras. The finish sees Cena counter a phenomenal forearm into an attitude adjustment for the win. My prediction for that match, I thought AJ would be a heel. He was a heel. He got injured. So my thought process was, okay, AJ's going to come back as a heel. John Cena's going to be our beloved babyface that we all know and love. And AJ Styles is going to do what he loves the most, and that's beat up John Cena. My thought process was, who needs this win more? Who needs this win more? And in the grand scheme of things, who needs to win more? AJ Styles. AJ Styles needs to win more. On the other hand, this is the retirement tour. And after the vicious loss to Brock Lesnar, Cena needs this win more than AJ, because tomorrow, AJ's still going to be with the company, still going after Dominic Mysterio. The IC title can still roll along. A loss to John Cena is not going to do that much in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of emotions going through me. That's why I'm yapping a good bit on this. Because I'm so excited for this match. This may be a match that I am the most excited for in years. I hope it delivers on all cylinders. I don't have high expectations, obviously, due to Cena, but AJ can bring Cena to a good match, and I'm very excited for it. Unfortunately, it's in Australia at 3 a.m., so I may need to wait. My prediction is the greatest of all time, John Cena. I don't know, because this match should be and will be good. Possibly, I can't put it over Cody and Seth.
No.
It has the potential to be a really good match. Probably not the best match on the card. This is my thinking for this match, though. Tanner's right. You just lost to Brock Lesnar. You really need this. AJ, where is he going to go if he beats John Cena here? He's probably just going to go back chasing the mid-card title, and that's going to be it. I've been watching Peacemaker. The season finale is right here. It only makes sense if John Cena wins this with the season finale the same week as the premium live event. That is my reasoning over all of what Tanner said, because he really took the words out of my mouth. I can't really say much. So that is what I'm adding to Tanner's explanation. So the winner of this match is, of course, the greatest of all time, John Cena. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final match, the saddest part of the video, the main event for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. We have your undisputed WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, versus your WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. These two men, huge history. WrestleMania 38, it was Cody Rhodes who returned to face Seth Rollins in what was many years of Cody being out of the WWE, defeated Seth Rollins 3 months later, Hell in a Cell. That morning before the big match, Cody tears the pectoral muscle off the bone. Still has a great match with Seth Rollins. Goes up 2-0. We completely forgot about WrestleMania Backlash. We had to look that up.
We did.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
I couldn't tell you what happened.
I don't know. Regardless, WrestleMania Backlash, Hell in a Cell. That's all you gotta know. Cody Rhodes is 3-0, and there's just been so much. It's like, as aforementioned, whoever wins this is the man who is the face of the company. And it's just been for so long, Seth Rollins has this secondary title. It doesn't amount as much as Cody in weight and prestige and gold, because Cody's has so much history to it, and Seth has a new title, yada, yada, yada. And so throughout the following weeks, it's been Seth Rollins, I have to win this. I have to beat Cody. Cody's really up, I saw 24-0 in all-time matches, including non-televised. Yes, since Cody's return. But regardless of that, that's neither here nor there. 3-0. Seth freaking Rollins, does he pick up the win? And it's just, I have so much reason to believe when they first announced this. I mean, we knew it was Crown Jewel Championship. We knew these. Both major world title holders were going to go against each other. And my gut instinct was to say, Cody won last year. Seth needs the win this year. You have got to cement this other world championship. It's got to be even. It's got to be on the same level. And when Gunther had that title, that's what it was. Seth, this reign, he needs something for this reign. Because what you got is you got a huge group of guys. You got CM Punk, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, all these guys that you can have one-on-one matches with to continue this reign. To solidify yourself. And a Crown Jewel Championship is just going to add to that, reign. But through the following weeks, look, there's not going to be a Bronson Reed. There may be a Braun Breaker. Is there going to be a Paul Heyman? Seth versus Cody. Seth has this watch Cody Rhodes gave him when Cody asked Seth to be on his team versus the Bloodline to take down Roman Reigns before Cody won the championship. And Seth has been all on about this watch. He's talked about how he respects Cody, but that he still needs this win. Seth Rollins has to win, regardless what happens. If we get Paul Heyman aligning himself with Cody Rhodes, if we get a Brock Lesnar or something, if we get Braun Breaker going in, Seth Rollins has to win. He has to. It just means so much more, not just in terms of the storyline, not just in terms of his character, but in terms of the company as a whole. Your winner and the new Crown Jewel Champion, Seth Rollins.
I really do think Seth is going to win this, but that's not what my gut's telling me. So I have been convicted about this match ever since this match has been announced. Obviously, we knew it was going to happen, but we didn't know for sure until WWE was pitting them against each other, and they eventually had that promo where Seth was like, hey, Cody, I was using you during our tag team match at WrestleMania. I've never been your friend. So now we have this kind of animosity towards one another. I would love to see Brock Lesnar interfere at the end of this match. I mean, yeah, technically a return, but interfere at the end of this match, because, what are you going to do with Brock besides have him at a world championship? You're not going to have him go against Dominic Mysterio.
No, you have him come out for Cena and AJ to retire.
You might, but maybe he comes out against Cody and Seth, and that's Cody's next world championship opponent. Because we don't have a story for Cody like we do for Seth. Cody's probably not going to join Roman Reigns in War Games. He might, but he might not. And Seth's definitely going to be the team captain for War Games, and that's probably why you have him win this. That's not what my gut's telling me. Cody's been the face of the company over a year. They put the title back on him just because he's still the face of the company. So if you're going to continue to be the face of the company, why not win this match? So the winner to end off Crown Jewel is Cody Rhodes.
Well, to add to your point, it was Brock Lesnar's last match before his big return against John Cena.
Probably Cody.
I believe it. Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam,
where he lost.
Where Brock lost.
So you got to have him come back.
And what did they do after?
Shook hands.
They shook hands. He raised Cody's hand, yada. We got heel Brock now. This ain't no baby face fighting Roman face. Brock and Cody doesn't sound bad.
I don't think it sounds bad. You got it at the end of the year. What if John Cena were to be like, look, Brock, you got the belt. I'm coming back for you. And he wins.
And takes it home.
And takes it home. He's been saying his whole retirement tour he's bringing the belt with him.
Well,
why not beat Brock to end off their tour?
We'll have to wait and see what transpires in Crown Jewel.
6-7.
At Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. Unfortunately, it's going to start at like 3 a.m., so I'm probably not going to watch it live. Also, I don't even believe we have an ESPN account to even watch it.
No, they changed how ESPN works.
Yeah,
now.
it's so dumb.
You have like ESPN Select.
We need to just get a VPN and put ourselves in Canada.
Wow, that's Netflix.
Yeah, you can watch it all on Netflix. Oh, did I say something?
That's a hack for you guys.
That's what most people do. Cause $30.
$30. We've been recording for 30 minutes. $30. 30.
I don't know any updates on the channel. It's probably just going to be a predictions video every month. Maybe a short thrown in there. We may get a Booty Busters thing out.
We'll be back
Sorry,
home at
guys.
the end of the year.
So, we'll see.
Have some time.
Yeah, at the end of the year, we'll have live streaming come back and everything. So, hopefully that turns out good. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate the views. We appreciate the likes and the subscriptions if you're new to the channel. We do wrestling content just at least once a month. That is at least, I can promise that, at least once a month. You know, we're just busy with our lives and stuff. You know, we got stuff going on and sometimes it's just hard. But we put the time in. We make the time to make a video for y'all. So hopefully that suffices. And so, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for watching. As always, my name is Tanner Davis alongside my co-host, my twin brother, one half of Double D's, C Dave, and we will catch you in the next Premium Live Event Predictions video. Goodbye.